Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Gemini in mid-December 2019. What is going on, Gemini? How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. All right, guys, end of the year. Here we are, mid-December 2019. How's your New Year's looking? Is it looking good? I hope so. Anyway, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you did to celebrate with your friends and family. I hope it was an amazing time. If you're going to be celebrating the New Year's, I hope you have an amazing New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. Yeah, man. Let's go. 2020. I'm into it. I'm already like in the future. I'm already like 2019 is a wrap. Nothing bad. No shade on 2019, but I'm just like, all right, 2020. Let's get some new energy in here. But maybe you're, clutching onto something. Who knows? Anyway, Gemini, let's get into it. I have shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. The timestamp is in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. You can also find the information you need if you want to book a personal one-on-one reading with me. If you have any questions before placing an order, you can email me at the same address. That's totally okay, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Gemini, just a heads up, I'm not going to be doing a live during this holiday season. I just simply don't have the time. Got a lot of stuff on my plate, but I will go live for the General Collective in January, so you do have that to look forward to if you want to catch me live and, say hi and hang out, get a question answered by me reading the tarot, whatever. So be on the lookout for that. If you're subscribed, make sure you turn on the notifications for posts, because that's how I announce when I'm going to go live on the community tab here on the channel. So make sure that you are linked in for all that kind of stuff, or signed up for all that stuff, or however you're supposed to phrase that. I don't know. All right, guys, let's get into it. I want to see Gemini's outcome for mid-December 2019. Mid-December 2019 outcome for Gemini. Please show me. No, thank you. And they're like, nope, not that one. Come on, buddy. Oh, I damaged one of my cards. Damn it. I hate when that happens. It's like the worst part of shuffling this way is you really mess your cards up on the edges. That original Rider-Waite deck is so busted. I'm gonna need another one. There it is, finally. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Alright. Let's flip what came face down so we can get a read on what's going on with you. Hey. Alright, what? I'm just making noises. I don't really know anything just yet, in case you're like, oh no. Alright, let's see what's happening. Alright, looks good. It looks good. Let's get into it. Please show me where Gemini is in mid-December 2019. Mid-December 2019. Show me where Gemini is, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Gemini coming into mid-December. You come in with the Five of Cups. Ay, Dios mío. Kind of sad. Five of Cups is a forlorn energy. It's regretful. It's guilt. It's feeling like you've lost something that is irreplaceable. You can see here in this depiction, you've got this owl who's over this nest, and there are 3 broken eggs beneath the owl and 2 that are still preserved. So that's something else that we talk about when we talk about the Five of Cups, that there is something that is salvageable with the 2 untouched cups, or in this case, the 2 eggs that are untouched that are actually intact, right? So there's something here where, maybe not all is lost. Another phrase that people will use with this card is crying over spilled milk. However, in your case, Gemini, that feels like a legit thing. Not that you're crying literally or rightly over spilled milk, but it feels like there's a certain type of loss or guilt or regret going on in your energy And it is a general, so it could be someone that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be you, because I'm really feeling like some of you are just like, I feel fine, and others of you are like, I feel like shit. Yeah, man, like people have walked away from each other. There's bad blood in your midst. Hurt feelings, arguments, really dirty or nasty energy. Dirty as in like foul play, as in, you know how sometimes when people argue, they'll throw out personal insults to actually hurt a person's feelings. Like it's almost as if they're on a playground, you know what I mean? I'm feeling mostly adult-like energy. Adult-like meaning people who are of age, right? You know, you can be 10 years old and have adult-like energy, but I'm going to say people of age, and it feels like immature. It's like really like low pot shot type of, you know, barbs that are being thrown between two people or a group of people. It gets really nasty, gets really heated, or if it's not even elevated or volatile or tense, it's just like undercutting, and it's you know, now they're giving me like the word bullying, like in a work setting or in a family setting or in a group of friends. There's like one person who gets singled out, and people are just like attacking this person. Again, it could be you, but in other cases, it's not you. You may have been one of the people who were throwing the shots, who was an instigator or somebody who stirred the pot here. This is really unfortunate energy, because it doesn't have to be that way. And I don't know how long ago it was, and I don't even know if it was for your reading, but I know sometime earlier, I don't know why I have to mention this, because maybe one of you watched that video. And again, I don't even know if it was for Gemini. It might have been for you. It might have been for you. Where months ago, I feel I said something to the effect of, it doesn't have to be this way. It didn't have to go down this road. It didn't have to devolve and sink to such a low level. And this is like sort of persistent here. I feel that there was a chance for people to walk away. There was a chance for people to rise above it, to be the bigger man or woman, to, you know, take the high road, you know, all those cliched phrases. But instead of, you know, being mature, instead of, you know, seeing the potential consequences or long-term impact or ripple effect of what your words, because I feel this is very much about communication. Someone just let it rip and just really degraded someone, attacked their character, their integrity, questioned their viability or their validity in something or their expertise. And it was just, and I'm saying was because I feel like this is mostly dissipated. It just didn't have to be that way. But there is a silver lining here, like going back to what I said about the two eggs, or since this is cups, the two cups traditionally with the tarot, is that there is something in the vicinity, in the peripheral area of your life or other relationships where, you know, let's say two people out of a larger friend group says they don't like you, Gemini, and they tell everybody, like they just talk so much shit about you to your common friends, and, you know, they're on social media, you know, commenting on your stuff, you know, whatever, just really nasty behavior. There's something here where there are other people around or other situations that you will find yourself involved in where that energy, that hateful, bullying type energy has not penetrated. There is a saved, secured, or protected relationship or protected area of your life, which is, for lack of a better word, untouchable right now. I don't know what you do in your spiritual work. I don't know if you believe in guides. I don't know if you know, believe in Allah or Jesus. It doesn't really matter, but there's something here about, oh, right. Because this is a nest, right? So it could be kids. In Five of Cups, normally doesn't distinguish or mention of children, but the fact of this deck's artwork, this could be kids. So you could be having, like I said, adult-like energy, right? You could be having disputes with people. Oh, okay. Got it. I see a bigger story, not bigger, but I see a more clear-cut story come through as I took a peek down at the board here. But those two eggs there, it feels as though if you have children or if there are people in your care, people who rely on you, people that you have to look out for, those people are protected. So that's what that feels like. It feels like if you were running a business, right, and there's an issue in an issue between you and the IRS or you and your business partners. This could be your employees. Whoever you take care of, they're protected. All right. As for you, Gemini, you might be on the firing line here, or you might be in the line of fire, so to speak. You might be taking all the hits, all the insults, all of the crazy accusations on, and there is this protective energy around people that you know, that you care for, that you're in charge of, your children, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be children, but that's the example that came through because of the nest and the eggs. Now, what else is going on is, all right, yes. So you're looking over here, because again, I asked where Gemini was. And again, it's a general, not all of you are this way. Like I said, some of you are the people who are throwing shots and being really immature. But look at the eye line of the owl facing to the right, yeah? It looks directly at, meaning you look directly at this Justice card. Major Arcana for Libra, so some of you could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. And immediately, as many of you know, or I would assume if you're looking at this card, you see the name of it and you can kind of look at the artwork. We're talking about, powers that be in the world of law and courts. So some of you, this is about divorce. Some of you, this is about annulments or alimony or child support payments and things like that, or, getting your kids back out of foster care, whatever it is. There's a lot of nasty business going on inside of a courtroom for some of you. And that doesn't bode well, because I think this bad behavior or this, again, I don't know where it's coming from. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of fast talking, insults being thrown, and that might happen within the courtroom, and that's bad, right? Because if you or someone else is trying to plead a case that, if this was you, just to use the example of the children and custody, if you were in the courtroom, Gemini, looking to seek custody, sole custody of your children, and your partner, whoever they are, male or female, doesn't matter, it's just you and another person are vying for sole custody of the children, it doesn't bode well if in front of a judge, in front of lawyers, in front of court officials, if you and your ex-partner go at it like cats and dogs. It doesn't bode well for either of you. And there's a chance that, I don't know law like that, but I feel like if you both show yourselves to be inept, there's a chance that both parties could miss out on those kids, of having custody of the children, something like that. Now, I don't want to say that's exactly what's going on, because I don't know the specifics of your story, but I want that to sort of be highlighted here, because that's the point of justice. That's the point of the archetype of justice in tarot. It watches and it evaluates every single moment or every scenario that you get involved in. And there is a constant weighing up of the scales, and they will either tip in your favor or they will tip not in your favor, right? And so, especially in front of official people who represent or act in behest of the law of the land, it doesn't make sense to act poorly, act badly in front of those people. You could also translate this out of the courtroom. If you're going down to the principal's office to talk about your child's behavior, or you're at a damn parent-teacher conference, and, all of a sudden, you don't react so well to being told that your child is being disruptive in the classroom, and you start calling the teacher all sorts of names. I'm not trying to accuse you specifically, Gemini, of anything, but that's real shit that happens. People take things that are said, quote unquote, against their children, criticism against their children, very personally, and they become irate, and they become almost irrational. I listen, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into that. Move me out. Thank you. So justice, whether inside the court or not, whether at home or out in public, whatever, is you're looking at it. You realize, that you messed up. Because I did say that here. I did say that this Five of Cups is embodying a little bit of regret. Knowing that something has been lost. So either you or someone else realizes, I put my big old foot in my big old mouth. That was a bad idea. And now what happens? So justice, I think, is more tied to karmic energy, personally. You know, and I'm not here to preach. Maybe one day I'll make videos on like what I personally believe karma is, what I personally believe about soulmates. Because I always say I have an idea, but I don't really go into it because that's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to tell you what I believe. I want everyone to be encouraged to come to their own conclusions, right? So, but generally speaking, in terms of what I have come to understand about karma, is that it's neither good or bad. It just is. And it is our interpretation and perception that makes us feel whether it went in our favor or it didn't go in our favor. Whether karma's on our side or karma's being a big old bitch that we hate so much, and we, you know, we curse her name or we curse the idea of it, and, you know, we turn back to Jesus because Jesus doesn't believe in karma. All you gotta do is, you know, pray and say, please forgive me, and it's all over, yeah? I'm being facetious, and I don't mean to be insulting, but, you know, this idea of karma being reactionary and punishing, to me, is a limited view, because karma is all about lessons. What is the lesson here? What are you meant to learn? How are you meant to grow from this point forward? Yeah, that's what karma is. So whether you feel karma is on your side or justice is on your side, cool. What's the lesson there? You know, if it's not on your side and things don't go in your favor, what's the lesson there? Both people, both sides of the quote-unquote good or bad distribution of karma are meant to learn lessons. So I don't know what it is, because they're really just showing me the thing with kids, and they really keep showing me people arguing. And again, the Five of Cups is not about arguing, but it's here contextually. I feel it. I feel this is the aftermath of someone, you know, getting into a verbal altercation. This is the aftermath of someone feeling attacked and bullied. Maybe the attack and the bullying happened to your child, and so you felt the school was not doing what they're supposed to do to protect your child, so you went down there and wanted to handle things yourself, and maybe one of you gripped up a 6th grader. I don't know. Shit happens all the time in this country or around the world, really. So I'm not gonna, I put nothing beyond or past anybody these days. Now, so justice happens, and you have to face the lesson. Well, you don't have to do anything in this world, but I would encourage you to face the lesson, whether you feel it's good karma, bad karma, whether you're, you know, remorseful, whether you're still enraged. I don't know. You know, you guys are, it's a mixed bag in this energy, you know, because some Geminis are feeling like it's you against the world, and others of you are like, I'm on the right side of this issue. I did the right thing, and I can't even go into it. It's a mixed bag with Geminis, which, you know, that kind of fits with your archetype, yeah? Now, what else happens here? So, all right, so there's yeah, I'm seeing like there's someone here who's like, someone here is like really feeling like they are untouchable. Thank you. King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with an earth sign, but you don't have to be. It is a general. This person, King of Pentacles, male or female, does not matter. I mean, look at this. 2 birds. I love this deck. They use birds a lot. And I talked yesterday about the expressive eyes of birds, and I was like, birds don't usually have expressive eyes. Well, look at me, touche the next day. Look at the 2 birds that we have here. The owl, which again is what I pegged to be Gemini's starting position, but you don't have to be that owl. And then we have a hawk, maybe, or another owl, a different type of owl. Look at the expressions in both of their eyes. Let me get a little closer there. Look how mournful and sorrowful and like scared and shaken up the 5 of Cups owl looks. And look how fierce and boss and intense that King of Pentacles owl looks. Like these two, if this is you and another person, y'all are like mortal enemies at this point. Or there's just such a deep, contentious energy that goes on between you. And let me tell you something. The natural qualities of the King of Pentacles isn't to be combative, isn't to be aggressive, but this King of Pentacles, as I'm looking at him today, as I'm feeling this energy, and I'm saying him only because it's a king, it could be a female, again, no gender in a general, but this King of Pentacles, he is just like staring me down, like I feel intimidated. Is that what's going on here? Like, it's, God. Has there been like intimidation tactics going on? in your life compiled or combined with bullying tactics as well as like personal insults. This is nasty behavior. I don't know if it's the King of Pentacles. I don't know if it's you. It could be the both of you. I don't know. Whatever this is, the King of Pentacles is not to be trifled with. Ooh, look at that, trifled with. Modern day translation, he's not to be fucked with. I'm not saying that because I don't think you guys know what it is, but it's just like, we can say it the nice way or we can say it the nasty way. There we go. That's what this person does. This person, ooh, do they have like selective vocabulary? Like when certain people, oh yeah. Okay, so going back to that courtroom thing, right? Or any situation, this person, this King of Pentacles is quite clever. This King of Pentacles is masterful in their communication, or they cry wolf when it's convenient for them, and then they switch it up and become the attacker, right? I believe owls are predatory birds, right? And again, I think this is an owl. If it's not an owl, I apologize to anybody who knows what kind of bird this is. But this feels like a on and off. Sometimes this person plays the victim, or they play dumb. They don't know what the issue is. They don't know why there's beef between you. They have no idea why you would hate them. They have no idea why you would be upset with them. And then, like, you know, a few days later, they're the one who's like banging on your door. Come on out here, Gemini. Why don't you talk that shit to my face? Da 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 da. And they get all gutter with you, right? And then you go to court because now we got some restraining order issues, or we got police reports on us, right? So you show up to court and you say, well, this is what happened. King of Pentacles showed up and he threatened me, or she threatened me, and da 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 da. And then they get up there and you say, and they're very calm, they're very collected, like, Your Honor, I do not understand what Gemini is talking about. I frankly have never set foot on their property. And then that's when you might have exploded and been like, you fucking liar. Why would you, you know, and then that became a thing. So again, somebody, again, under the guise or under the purview and observation of the justice card, the justice system, police, you know, this could be about the workplace. Again, you could be down at your kid's school getting into, you know, getting into fights with other parents. It doesn't matter. Somebody lost it because this person is a baiter. This person baited you or baited somebody. Could be you. Again, I'm telling you. I call Geminis out a lot because I just feel it in your energy. Some of y'all are this person. This is a baiting energy. This person knows how to push buttons. That's okay. There we go. Because the King of Pentacles is very calculated. You know, the King of Swords is very smart, articulate, highly communicative, right? But isn't always up for deep analysis and then acting upon it. Sometimes the King of Swords just wants to know information and not do shit with it. The King of Pentacles is like, oh, I know shit and I'm gonna do shit, you know? So this person is very capable of stirring the pot, of going around and being a shit starter, and then standing back and watching things explode. This person often gets away with murder, not literally, for God's sakes. I mean, if that's your situation, Godspeed. But, you know, Viola Davis style, get away with murder, okay? This person is, like, very crafty. That's interesting. Oh, that's a slight correlation for like a few of you, very few. This person could have an in with someone in the justice system, or they are a part of the justice system themselves. Not to say they're the judge on your case or the lawyer, but they could be like a cop. They could be somebody who works down at the courthouse. They could be, you know, a municipal or civil servant, right? So they have a way of knowing, they have like the inside track. For a few, just a few of you, this person has an inside track on the situation at hand. Not like they're like looking through files or anything illegal, but because they have a reputation. They are known to be a good guy or a good woman or a good girl, whatever. And they use it to their advantage. Now, here's where we have an yes, this person is like, I said that, get away with murder. You know, they're walking away scot-free. It could be you. I'm just going to say it's this person. If you know that's you, Gemini, or the cross-watcher, you know that's Gemini, you know, boom. There's your confirmation. But this person, this is them. This is all them, not them. Is that right? Because you're watching. You know, whoever's here in this Five of Cups, it could be like a shell-shocked energy. Like, again, remember with the Five of Cups, just to go back here again to show you, the 5 lost eggs. Something has been lost here, and that loss can be very shocking to someone. They didn't expect it, and they don't know how to recover from it. They don't know how to handle it. Could be you were fined. Could be you got jail time. Could be, you know, you were escorted off of school grounds and, you know, had to go down to the police station. It's this whole thing. And so in the community, people know your business. People are gossiping about you next time you show up at church. Whatever. There's something here where someone is just like stunned by the loss. Somehow ignoring or not yet aware of a saving grace with those 2 eggs that haven't been hatched or broken, but totally insular in this energy. This 5 of Cups is lasting a while. Before I move on to the Sun, I just want to make one point about that 5 of Cups, because if you're hearing that and that kind of stings a little, please remember, in terms of tarot, 5s are challenges. 5s often represent some type of imperative or crucial change that we are undergoing, or our circumstances are undergoing, or people around us are undergoing, whatever, but they are surmountable. They are, for the most part, short-lived. In your case, for some of you, it might be extended because of the ties to the justice system, but ultimately, whatever happens here, you can conquer it. Ultimately, all right? There's a little bit of hope for you. I'm going to sprinkle a little hope on it for you, Gemini. Now, the Sun card, however, is not attached at all, because I'm asking, is this here? And no, it's not. They're like, no, this is all here. Looking at justice, and that's it. Now, the Sun, therefore, belongs to the King of Pentacles. Secondary major arcana for Leo, so there could be a Leo of significance here, but does not have to be. For some reason, I'm feeling like this King of Pentacles might move towards the Sun, either move towards someone who is represented by the Sun, another person, another relationship, another circumstance. This could be, this could have been about the dissolving of a business, because, sometimes you have to go to court filing paperwork to get people out of business with each other, or selling property, something like that, where you have to divert your energies and divest from one another. So it could be that. So I'm feeling that this King of Pentacles is going towards the Sun. They could take their money from the settlement and move to Florida, move to, Brazil, go anywhere, right? I feel like this King of Pentacles is really getting what they want out of the situation, or at least coming out with a smile on their face. The Sun is about joy, contentment, fulfillment. It is about this great expansive view on life, no gray clouds in the sky whatsoever, right? So somehow this person, even though they have been the perpetrator of some nasty business, they've manipulated, they in some cases have just straight up lied, but they've really worked this angle to their advantage, and they get to ride off into the sunset. Again, bringing you back to this concept of karma. If that's what's unfolding for you, and you're on the quote-unquote losing side, you're on the side where karma wasn't in your favor, what's the lesson? What's the lesson? Why does this piece of crap get to ride off into the sunset, and you're stuck here in your nest wallowing over everything that you've lost? There's a karmic lesson there. I would challenge you to try and wrestle with it. And I'm not here to say I know the answer, because some of my karmic lessons, I'm still like, what the fuck was that? And I'm talking about stuff from years ago, personally, that I'm still like, kind of like, nah, I don't get it. I don't get the lesson. Sometimes that's how it is. Just to correlate it again to my personal life experience, or the life experience I've seen of others, many of us have gone through school, and graduated high school, graduated college. Did you ace every test? Did you understand every lesson? Did you walk away from, your your English courses feeling like I really got a handle on that Oxford comma. I understand how to use it every single time. Parts of speech, no problem. Most people do not walk away with that information, intact. So again, we could go through life, aka school, right? And be confronted with lesson after lesson after lesson and still progress. You're still going to live. You're still going to move forward. Time doesn't stop because you don't learn a lesson, right? You're still going to move forward. But did you learn the lesson? Some of y'all are walking around. First of all, I said Oxford comma. Many of you are native English speakers. You don't even know. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just showing you a true lesson. Oxford comma is a thing in the English language. You speak English, some of you, as a natural native speaker. You don't even know what the Oxford comma is. You may or may not use it. You may or may not, be versed with it. But you see what I mean? So point is, whatever's happening here, there's a lesson involved. If you ever learn it, is not the point. The point in this reading, the point that I would encourage you to do is try to learn the lesson, try and figure it out. And if you can't, don't beat yourself up about it. Maybe it's one for the next go round. Because again, I told you, there's stuff that has happened in my life. I'm just like, I'm still puzzling it out. I'm still studying up for the final, I'm still working on my senior thesis on these lessons because I still don't understand. I still haven't been able to really absorb it or grow from it. Yeah. Will I do it before I'm in the ground? I don't know. So I don't know. That's like a deep cut for somebody who's definitely on this spiritual journey, definitely concerned about why is this happening to me? Why did this go that way? When from where you're standing, you're the victim, but the person who's the perpetrator, the person who's the piece of shit, they're getting off scot-free, so to speak. Okay? Outcome for you, Gemini, is the Lovers, your own major arcana. So here you are. This could have been about a relationship. It's kind of a late addition. Oh, look, are those ducklings or little hatchlings? No, those are fruits. I was about to say, because that would have been another confirmation on children. No, I think it's just fruit down at the bottom there. I was just like, are those like little ducklings or little hatchlings or something? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So here you are. Now, this could have been about an intimate relationship, a romantic relationship, because Justice can talk about unions and divorces. We do have loss here. We do have King of Pentacles in the Sun. And often when we have breakups, as many of us know, somebody feels like the winner and somebody feels like the loser, okay? If it's a divorce, it could have gotten really nasty, like issues about alimony, child support, child custody, all that kind of stuff, right? If we're talking about I'm not sensing, if there's unity here, I don't know how. Or if it's maybe not unity, if it's continued interaction because of, say, shared custody, that can make somebody feel like no way, because your ex is that person that in your eyes doesn't deserve to have contact with the kids, but the judge or the court says shared custody. So he or she, King of Pentacles, feels like, oh, I got my kids in my life. I'm happy. This is the outcome I wanted. And you're over here like, no, he or she is a monster. They don't deserve it. So that could be how this is about a union, even though I'm not feeling anybody. I mean, if you're in a happy relationship, Gemini, congratulations. But for those who are going through something where we're talking about the breaking up of a relationship, of a dating or committed relationship, issues. Now, Lovers in general is about choices. It is about really discerning, because, Gemini, you're air sign, so that's the Swords quality, talking about communication and mind. What? Ah, right. Yeah. Okay, I got you. So we have this issue here, Gemini, where you or someone else is really questioning the choices that have happened, or the outcome here. Everything that's going on here, we have questions about it. We analyze the result. We analyze all of the information that we are aware of. And this Lover's card, I feel, is painful because, you might be dealing with someone that you love, that you respect, that you have had a long-standing relationship with. Again, whether it's romantic or not, this again could have been a business partner. And this Lover's card is kind of a bittersweet reminder that things used to be great between us, or I used to have so much faith in this person. I used to think that they were decent, that they were an upstanding person, and now I see they are the foulest of foul. They are the dirtiest of dirty, and I again regret being involved with them at all. Oh, that's okay. This is like a late edition, but they're they're showing me where this I'm like taking you back to the future here. I feel like this could have been the ending of a relationship that started at the end of another relationship. Meaning, Gemini, at some point you were in a union and you or your partner jumped off of that union to come together with you and them. Like this most recent relationship. This most current relationship is now dissolving, and in a nasty way. People have shown sides of themselves that were not ever known before, and it got dirty. And now that you are in this reflective, what's the karma here, what's the lesson here kind of mode, again, analyzing the data, analyzing the information that you are aware of, and making decisions with the Lover's card. You now sit back and you regret your decision of leaving your previous partner. This could be a second marriage. This could have been the other man or woman that came into your life like a whirlwind 8 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, it doesn't matter, and swept you off your feet and told you life with me is better than the life you have right now with your current partner. And now that relationship, which you allowed yourself, or you went in and you swept someone off their feet, whatever that was, now that shit's falling apart. Regret. Listen. None of my never mind. Overall energy is the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be dealing with a water sign, but again, doesn't have to be. So here we are again with this notion of love. Knights, especially the Knight of Cups, offers love, or deals with love offers, deals with the initiation of intimate, well, not intimate relationships, but effusive relationships. Love is, it can go romantic, platonic, it doesn't matter. So there is a tenderness here. This could be, an olive branch. It could be a white flag, but I don't know who would be throwing it up in the air, or I don't know who would be extending this offer, because I feel as though the King of Pentacles, whoever that person is, you or someone else, is very resolute. They don't want to make amends. They don't give a shit. They are not looking back. They are looking into the sun. They feel that they have won the argument. They have won the case. They have won whatever, and they're not even interested in anything to do with the past, or to do with the most recent past. This Knight of Cups energy, some of you may, okay, see, I told you, they make me call you guys out, man. Some of you, in your Five of Cups despair, in your Five of Cups reflection, maybe you're looking at those two unbroken eggs, or those two cups that are upright behind you, thinking, well, maybe there's still a chance. Maybe if I apologize. Why? If you and this person had a nasty fight in public, a nasty fight in court, a nasty fight down at your kid's school, whoever this person is, if you and this person have had a huge falling out, why would you want to apologize to them? Or maybe you're hoping they would do this to you, or towards you. They're not. I'm going to let you know, probably not. Okay? I feel that this Knight of Cups kind of, I don't mention this quality of the Knight of Cups very often because I don't really encounter it often, but this Knight of Cups might be a little drunk on his own sauce. It's just him and that horse on a long journey. He's got that one cup. Let's fill it up with some wine. Let's drink it. That could be also going on here. So people could be drowning their sorrows over this whole drama. And it puts them, if that's the case, to put it in more literal terms, because most of us don't live in medieval times, right? But to put it in practical terms, this could be somebody who's drinking the pain away, who's drowning their sorrows, who is spending a lot of time by themselves reflecting on things from an emotional standpoint, or the emotions are too much and let me go ahead and drown them out because I don't want to get all upset over this situation anymore. I want to put it to bed. So someone might be coping by indulging in alcohol or other substances, and that, I'm going to be like that nerdy person. Well, alcohol's a depressive, so it doesn't really do anything to alleviate your deep emotional disturbances. It's actually going to heighten it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. I think the big takeaway here, Gemini, is the issue of karma and coming to your own understanding of what karma is. Some of you, I think, or not just specifically Geminis, I think a lot of people view karma as a punishment, as if it doesn't go in your favor, if things come out harshly, if things go badly for you, you feel as though God or the universe is punishing you. Or no, I think we need to push that definition or push that perception of karma a little further. But I ultimately don't aim for everybody to jump on that train because it won't work for them. Okay? Gemini, that is your reading for mid-December. If you liked it, the like button is down below. Hit it for me. Let me know that you enjoyed the reading. If you want to comment and let me know how this resonated, that would also be amazing. It kind of confirms things for me as a reader. I sit in a room and I talk to myself for like 40 minutes at a time. I don't know if this is going to work for you, so if you want to let me know if it worked, that would be awesome. You can share the video, let other people know you like my stuff. And of course, guys, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You can be up to date on all the times I upload. You can see when I do posts. It's just going to be an amazing relationship, okay? Doing any and all those things really helps the channel grow. We've had steady growth for the past couple of months, and I've really enjoyed it. I want more. I'm greedy, okay? I'm in my Leo greedy phase. So if you want to help me out, do any and all of those things, that would be amazing, all right? Gemini, good luck out there. Happy New Year, and thank you so much for watching this video today. Take care. Bye.